I have to check out of the hotel in 5 minutes, so it has been a mad dash to get my suitcases packed. They are so much heavier than before, and my rucksack. So yes, I'm gonna have to buy another suitcase because I do want to like get snacks and stuff. So that will be a mission for either this evening or tomorrow morning. I didn't show the view of the hotel obviously because I was like, don't want to show where I was staying, but like that's a pretty cool view. So yes, I actually do need to leave right now. I was able to leave my bags at the hotel, so I went and I got an ice mocha. It has ice cream in, which I don't know what it is in me discovering ice cream accidentally. But yeah, it is alright. The only thing is, no flat lid. If you know, you know, flat lids are superior. But I've decided to walk to the Botanical Gardens because I very briefly went through them when I came to the Oz Open, like the first block I was here. And then I ran through, again, very briefly, when I did my half marathon, but I want to properly see them, so I'm going to walk there and then maybe walk around behind the MCG. I don't know. I haven't actually got that long. I need to remember that because my flight's at 3, so I want to get there for like 1:30ish. So probably need to leave here just before 1 and get the Sky Bus. I did just bump into Beth Mooney. Well, I'm 99% sure it was Beth Mooney. If not, then she's got a lookalike who's wandering around Melbourne. But it's really reassuring to know that I have the same morning routine as an international cricketer who's just beat England 16-0 in the Ashes and has a century in all 3 formats, because that hopefully means that I'm on the way to the same destiny. But yeah, nice walk. No wonder the Aussies are so good at cricket, because they can walk along a river. I think it's probably the combination of plants and stuff, and like the humidity, but I love the smell of Botanic Gardens, especially when you're in a glass house. But because it's so warm, it does feel like a glass house anyway. But that smell is like nostalgic from the one in Birmingham, but also just like, it's just such a nice smell. I don't know what it is about it, because normally if something's really like warm and I don't know, it's not that nice, but yeah, I love breathing that air, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, it is so nice. I'm very conscious of time, so I think I'm gonna head back to the hotel, go around the back of the MCG, or maybe I'll go down the river. I need to see the MCG up close for the last time. Hopefully not last time ever, but you know, last time on the ship, and also gotta represent the brand. Yeah, I basically am keeping that shop alive, so yeah. If I think about it too much, I'm gonna cry. I'm so sad. This is the last time I'm walking past the MCG. If I could stay in Australia forever, I would. Yeah, it is pretty decent. So yeah, I'm gonna do the walk back. That was the walk I did like to the MCG every single day of the test, and in fact the day before the test. Yeah. So my lovely little idea of like, I'll do the same walk I did, well that got cut short because basically that part of the bridge is closed because further down there, I think moving stuff, there was like 4 cliffs. I think it's basically loads of stuff from the Oz Open, which has been cleared. So that ruined my plan, so I'm now walking on like an A road instead, but it's fine. I'm through security and bag drop. It was a lot quicker than I expected. I was getting worried because the Sky Bus was quite late, so I was like, oh my gosh, gonna miss my flight, but it was literally fine. I've got like an hour till my flight leaves. But it was incredibly embarrassing because obviously it's boiling outside and the Sky Bus again didn't have any aircon, so I was like sweating, like my shirt was literally wet, like it's like I've stood in the shower. And I went through security and she was like, oh sorry, like there was like a basically like part of me had been flagged up. She was like, oh, do you mind if I just like pat down your back? And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, she literally had to touch my sweaty shirt, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And I literally like said to her like, oh, I'm really sorry, like my back's really sweaty, just because I was like, oh. And she looks at me as if like, why did I pick this as a job? So I felt so bad, but not much I could do in that situation. And I wonder whether it got flagged because my back was soaking wet. Very humbling. I'm gonna find some lunch. And also, I did see sushi, but I don't know if I want to eat sushi in an airport. I feel like I kind of want sushi when I get to Sydney, so I'm gonna try and find like a sandwich or something. And I need to fill my water bottle up because I'm thirsty. The belt is really noisy, so I apologise. I'm just waiting for my bag. Very nice flight, nice views. Didn't go over the Harbour Bridge, but it's fine. I've already done that, so I don't mind. And then I think I'm going to walk to my hotel because it's basically at the airport, so I can't really get a bus or train there. And then yeah, I'm literally going to drop my stuff and go into the city. Yeah, I really want to go get some food, watch the sunset, all those sort of things. But yeah, successful travel day so far. I don't think I've ever walked around like the grounds of an airport before, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, I checked into my hotel and I'm just going to the train station to get the train to the centre. So my plan to get sushi has not worked because I went to 2 different places and they were closed. They said they were open on Google Maps, but they were closed. So it's kind of annoying. So yeah, I don't want to walk for ages and try and find somewhere. So surprise, I think I might go to Becky's Burgers. You know, stick to what you know. But yeah, I really wanted sushi. What I might do is tomorrow get it for lunch or something. And if worse comes to worse, I can get it from like Coles or something. So yeah, a little bit annoying, but I'll still have a nice dinner. And I think I'm still trying to decide where to go, either Mrs. McCarry's chair or like just across from the harbour, but I haven't decided yet. Also, I'm 99% sure I saw Georgia Wareham earlier, and now it makes sense because at first I was like, yeah, that was her, and then I was like, she was wearing like quite a lot of makeup and looked really glam, and I was like, that's not what like Georgia Wareham normally wears, and I was like, oh, it must be like a lookalike, just a glam Georgia Wareham. But I've seen all the Aussie cricketers are at like some sort of event. I presume it's like a congratulations on 16-0. And so she's all glammed up for that, so I'm pretty sure I saw her. So yeah, just spotting Aussie cricketers on my little walk around Melbourne. It's weird, like Melbourne obviously it's such a big city, but I feel like I've ended up seeing loads of people must have been there, more than actually any other city. Like I saw a couple of people in Sydney, but like Melbourne, yeah, like a lot. I'm trying to kind of power walk because I'm aware my feet is going to go cold, and I'm also very wary of seagulls again because I've got my burger, because obviously you know what happened last time. So yeah, I'm hoping the seagulls don't get me. Oh, golden hour. Do you know what, I like this hat because it makes my eyes look greener. So thank you MCG for enhancing my eye colour. It's so nice, like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit and enjoy the view because last night, and I really want to soak it in. I absolutely love this place. I'm sat on top of a rock with, I'll show you the other side of the view, but this is a perfect space. walking up from seeing the last sunset in Australia. I feel really sad to be going. Like, I don't want to go. But yeah, it's the perfect evening to end an incredible trip. Central Green Square. I just got back from the city centre. The lighting's really awful here. And you can hear planes because I'm right by the airport, but yeah, went and watched the sunset. It was so beautiful. I like climbed up onto these rocks and just like literally just sat there, and it was so peaceful. Like, there were quite a few people sat around the rocks and like some on the rocks, but like everyone was like super quiet. It was really nice. And yeah, literally just watched the sunset, sat there for like 2 hours, had my food, but then just tried to like take it all in because I was like, this is my last night in Australia. So yeah, and then I decided to walk to Woolies because my plan this whole time, well, originally my plan was I bring the extra suitcase, so then I've got space to bring things back. For some reason, that suitcase space is now completely taken up, and I do not know how it's happened. It happened really early on in the trip, and I hadn't bought anything. So, like, I'm still confused about the mathematics of that. I guess on the way I was wearing my jumper, and I did also have my tracksuit bottoms in my bag, but, like, that doesn't take up very much room. So I don't really know what's going on, but I am going to find a way. Where there is a will, there's a way. And I did, like, kind of hold back on the snacks because I was like, I don't want to go too overboard, especially because I do not have that much room. But I am going to do, like, a little haul of what I got. So, I've got a mix of things. Obviously, I know Tim Tams you can get in the UK. You can get them in Waitrose, but I don't think there's actually a Waitrose in Manchester. Like, I'm sure I looked one time to see if I could get Tim Tams. There is a Waitrose back in Birmingham, but it is a bit of a trek. Like, I remember the day I booked my flights, in fact, so the day after, I was seeing a friend who actually lives near a Waitrose, so I went via, like, on the way home, I went via Waitrose so I could get the Tim Tams to celebrate me booking my flights. That feels like an absolute age ago. Anyway, I got the white chocolate ones. These were all reduced as well. Like, they still had the deal on. I noticed it last week and I was like, oh, please stay. And it did. So it was, I think these were $3 for the smaller packets, which is good because they're normally $6, which I think is kind of expensive. And I got the original ones. So a lot of these will be going to, like, friends or whatever. I got the caramello koalas. I need to get something for my little brother's birthday, which was in January, but obviously I wasn't here, so maybe I'll give him those ones. But I also got the wallabies, but I mean, I haven't seen a koala, but I've seen wallabies, so maybe I'll keep the wallabies for my house. I don't know. I got more original Tim Tams. They had ran out of the double chocolate, like the double coated, and the caramel, so I want to go get some caramel ones tomorrow maybe. And then I got the big family pack of Tim Tams for my uni house because I feel like they'll be gone very quickly. I got dairy milk chocolate because obviously it tastes different, so I really want my housemates to taste it. Most of my family have tasted Australian chocolate, but my housemates haven't, so yeah, I really want them to try that. I haven't actually had these Tim Tams. They're like a salted caramel one, and they look kind of different, like the inside does. So I'm intrigued to try that one because I haven't had it whilst I'm here. I've got this like really randomly, but I've had a lot of mochas when I've been here because coffee makes me really tired, and I've liked the coffee, but I need like the sugar in it as well. So this is Tim Tam mocha. So I was just like, I may as well try it. And yeah, and it was reduced, so I was like, why not? I love a bargain. I got the Milo Kit Kat because firstly, I've never seen a Kit Kat in a packet like this. So I was really intrigued, and then yeah, I thought again, and like my housemates could try it. I had a Milo Kit Kat. It wasn't like awful, but I wasn't like blown away. And then I just got some pizza shapes because these are my favourite flavour of shapes. And I'm like 99% sure you cannot get these in the UK. So again, so everyone can try them. I also I will probably go to one tomorrow, and I know they're a bit of a rip-off, but actually no, this was not a rip-off at all. But I did do the generic thing of getting like the generic Australia top, but I actually love it. Like, I would just wear this casually. I think it's so nice, and I love green and gold together. I know that's probably illegal for me to say in cricket terms, but like, I think green and gold is so nice. So yeah, I did get that. And then I don't have it with me. I may or may not have ordered one of the Bondi to Coogee t-shirts, because I just thought, like, if there's any, I mean, I have a lot of souvenirs, but if there's any souvenir I really want from this trip, I feel like that was like the most iconic part of the trip. So yes, that is my little haul. I'm just gonna have to somehow fit it into my suitcases, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. I don't know if I explained why I can. Basically, that's my baggage limit, because I can only check one bag in, even though that bag can be 23 kilograms, and the bag I'm going to check in is like 7 kg. So if there's one thing I've learned from this trip, it's actually don't take small suitcases, just take one massive one, because that's, although I thought it would be more practical having smaller ones, it's actually been more of a pain. So yeah.